Hey, geil. Ich habe einen Computer in einem Computer in einem Computer. The end is never the end is never the end. The Parable Stanley. Oder der Stanley Parable? Ich weiß es nicht. Mal sehen, was dieses Spiel mir so bringt. Ja, ist mal so Testaufnahme. Beziehungsweise, ich weiß noch gar nicht, durch das veröffentlichen? Ja, an Begrüßung will. Hey Leute! Hallo.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, das war die
And then
Story.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ooh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wie kann ich aufmachen? Ah.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Ja.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Der Sprecher ist so geil.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Nein. Also ihr seht schon, so geil, als er zeigt mich dann zum Meetingraum. Da habe ich keine Lust zu gehen. Oh! Ich will wieder anschalten. Menno. Habe ich einen PC ausgemacht. So. Ist da drinnen? Keine Ahnung. Kaffeebecher. Geh halt durch die Tür, Stanley. Mein Gott. Was ist das? Geht die nicht auf? Dann halt nicht!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nö.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ja. Also, wir machen alles, was der nicht will.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Nö. Was jetzt? Kann nix aufnehmen. Weil du!
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yay! Sagt er auch noch was dazu?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Ah! Kaffeemaschine! Ah! Schade, ich krieg keinen Kaffee. Mist.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nö.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Man jetzt lügen oder liegen? Mal lie kann man ja mit 2 übersetzen. Egal. Do not jump from the car. Go lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Penalty from misuse of cargo lift to $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo. Wie soll ich 5.000 sein, wenn ich tot bin? Ah, eine Trittleiter. Mist. Egal.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Wer denn? Farbeimer. Oh. Urgent. Employee should never, under any circumstances, attempt... irgendwas. Da ist dunkel.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Was habe ich getan?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah.
Who want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Blödmann, lass mich durch!
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Was?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Vergiss es, ich tanze nicht nach deiner Pfeife. Ich werde nicht Z drücken. Niemals!
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Ich weiß. Ich will jetzt kein Fernsehen gucken. Ich will irgendwas Spannendes machen. Na schön.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wo ist mein Fernseher hin?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Aber. Eins.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Du hast gesagt, ich soll nicht drücken. Was habe ich gedrückt?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Was?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Was? Warum soll ich sterben? Sandra? Wie jetzt? Wie jetzt? Ah! Wie jetzt? Von vorne? Du kannst mich mal!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to them. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Du kannst mich mal! Das Spiel verarscht mich! Sandra! Sandra! Ignoriert mich. Gut, dann ignoriert sie mich halt. Oh. Also. Ja, geht nicht.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Genau. Die ist so
Wow.
schön.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible, even to but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Na gut.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Siehst zu? Ja. Na schön.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Was jetzt?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Wow. Für mich. Wow.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And next time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
Nein!
Okay, from the top.
Nein, da hab ich schon wieder einen Abfall geschmissen. What the fuck is wrong with you?
All of his co-workers were
Schnauze.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ich will... Oh, gibt er mir nicht mehr. Schade. Huch!
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Um Gottes Willen! Entscheidungsfreiheit! Ich will dadurch! Haha! Oh, Junge. Wo muss ich hin? Ich habe kein... Papier! Oh. Was ist da hinten?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Nein!
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Was? Ah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Nein.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Was?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Bin ich voll dafür. Ah! Nein, Fenster. Da ist eine Tür offen. Da muss ich hin. Oh yeah. Kann ich nicht hin, scheiße.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The
Was?
story. Here it comes.
Was ist denn jetzt los?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Ich mache hier Backtracking vom Feinsten oder was? Was? Da!
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Was?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Nein! Oh Mann! Das Spiel macht mich fertig.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Ja.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Was? Warum da? Nee.
No, I'm down. We're living it up to the line from now on.
Aber... Oh Mann. Gemeinheit. Ich will der Linie nicht folgen.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Keine Ahnung was. Oh. Okay. Was? Was zur Hölle? Ach komm schon! Vorsicht! Was? Come on. Kannst du mal die Musik stoppen? Die gibt mir so auf den Sack.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Eingespeichert.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Nö. Bin ich jetzt?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Das ist
No,
gefeuert.
I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Nein! Oh Mann. Der verarscht mich.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
You
Something
know.
exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ach nö. Na gut.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Ich will Fantasy.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Ja, folgen wir der Linie nicht halt. Mein Gott. Wo gehst denn du hin?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Nein!
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Ich will aber nach links, na egal.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Stunden.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Nein.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Ja.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Was war das? Was war das? Oh, ich dachte schon, hat sich aufgehängt. Was jetzt?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it...
Okay. Dann würde ich sagen, ich mache hier mal Pause. Wenn euch die Reihe gefällt, kann ich gerne mal wieder Parable Stanley machen. Aber nur wenn es euch gefällt. Ich werde selbst ein bisschen offscreen spielen. Das ist so geil. Und wir sehen uns dann. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.